Hi, it's Ren here. I'm going to attempt to install, I think it's the latest version of Oracle Linux in VMware Workstation 9. Yeah, I'm just going to attempt to do that and have a look at some of the features. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to create the virtual machine. So you go to File, Virtual Machine, and I'm going to click Custom here. I'm going to go for Workstation 9 compatibility. I'm going to select the disk image. I'm just going to find it. Hang on a sec, let me just remind myself where it is. And it's here. So right, and click next. That should be correct. I'm going to assign two cores for now, and I'm going to put about 2 gig of memory. I'm going to leave that on NAT at the moment, network address translation. I'll leave that on SCSI controller LSI logic. And what what I think I'll do, I'll create a new hard disk, and I'm going to leave it on SCSI mode, and I'm going to store it as a single file, and I think I'll leave it at 20 gig. Yeah, and I'll leave it with the default name, and here's a little summary of what I've got here. There you go. Right, I'm going to customize the hardware a little bit now. I'm going to go into processors, and I think, I'm not sure, but I think there's a thing called KPM on Oracle Linux. I'm not sure, so what I'm going to do, it's a virtualization platform, so what I'm going to do, just in case, I'm going to enable virtualize Intel VTX and EPT technology, or AMD RVI. I'm also going to virtualize CPU performance counters, so you get more accurate performance readings from inside the virtual machine. And I'm going to select my preferred mode as Intel VTX/EPT technology. That's what it would be in my case, because I've got an Intel processor. So, okay. I'll just check that that is everything I want here. I'm going to try SCSI on here, and I'm going to try the second node down with I think with legacy emulation, just in case, usually SCSI's the best mode, so I'm going to go for that. Don't want to change anything there. I will test out the USB 3 support. I don't want to automatically connect to new devices. Right, and that's the default sound set up there. I don't want to change any of this either. I'm going to accelerate 3D graphics, and that'll be it for the hardware customization. So this is how I would like to try it, so let's see how it goes. The virtual machine will now power up. Here we go. So if you click in the virtual machine, you see you've got some options here. You could run a memory test if you choose to, or install with basic video driver. This is if you come across any video issues, basically. But I'm going to go for the default option. I'm going to install a new system. You may want to test your media just in case, so I'm going to do just that. And we'll see how long it takes. If it seems like it's going to take too long, I might pause the recording. Actually, I'll pause the recording for a bit. Okay, it's successfully verified. For some reason it's ejected it. Lord knows why. That means I've got to reinsert it, so I'll just click this icon here. I'll try connect. The icon hasn't changed for some reason, but anyway, let's try continue. There we are, it's inserted. Right, here we are, here's the installation wizard. That. And the common need here is basic storage devices. So most people should go for basic storage devices out of these couple of options here. So we're going to go for basic storage devices. Right. This could be because of this setting here with the tick obviously doesn't matter because we've only got one hard disk associated with the virtual machine anyway. So usually, so just click yes, discard your data. Now you generally want to keep .local domain at the end of your host name. So I'm just going to put, what am I going to put? I'm just going to put my name here. And I'm going to look at the network configuration. Might want to have a quick look at this. Now, device MAC address. This should be correct, hopefully. You may want to make the network available to all users. Connect automatically is generally a good idea. So should leave that on automatic really. You may want automatic for this as well. Let's see how this goes. Hang on, it won't say here, will it, what I'm after? Here we go. Now we need to check that the MAC address is the same as the settings you've got in your virtual machine settings. So, second click the virtual machine here, click settings, click network adapter, click advanced, and just check the operating system has detected it correctly, and it has. So there we go. There's no issue there. Click apply. Click close. For some reason the network icon is not flashing on the bottom of my virtual machine display. We'll just see how this goes. Failed to activate these network interfaces. It could be that I've got my IP settings wrong. Just give me a sec. I'll take that off. We know the MAC address is fine. So we'll just click apply. We'll just see how it goes this time. Ah, seems to be successful. There we are. Okay, so click next. Obviously select your location here. So I need to go to London, Europe. And you leave that setting there ticked. Set your root password. Just looking through the options here. Notice you've got the option to encrypt your system. So that might be something you might want to consider. If sometimes you're like me, you're a little bit paranoid. Sometimes. Like me. So review and modify partitioning layout. I'm not going to bother encrypting this time. Replace existing Linux systems. So you may want to just click use all space. Obviously do what you choose to do. Right. Time to select the device that that the operating system will be installed to. So you generally want that to be SDA1. So I don't think there's anything else we should do here. Actually, I've just noticed that's 500 megabyte, and I think the operating system is probably more than that. So I think the best one to select is LV root. So we'll go for that and just leave that with the default setup. Just click format. Write changes to disk. you'll want to install the bootloader, obviously. You can set a bootloader password if you choose. I will. There we are. There's obviously only going to be one entry there. So we'll just leave that as it is. Now, this is the bit now to select your packages, the bits that you want to install. Now, most people would probably want to go for desktop because that's kind of a more general setup. So, but I'm going to go for virtualization host because that's what I'm into doing at the moment. I tend to go for all repositories. So let's go for all repositories. I don't think it's got any more anywhere that you can add. You can further customize the software selection after install via the software management application, but we'll customize now, so I'd just like to get on with it. So let's see the preset options here. Let's go for virtualization, and we'll have virtualization tools. Desktop. We'll have desktop, obviously. We'll have all of these. I'm into development as well, so I'll just select all of these packages. I've looked at that, and system management, we'll have all of those. Your base system, you might want to put all base system stuff on, just in case it ever comes handy. Ruby support, I'm not even entirely sure what that is, but I'm going to select it just to find out anyway. So let's try FTP server for my purpose. System administration tools. I'm putting these things in for my benefit, really. So load balancer. Make sure you've got all the languages that you need for all your users installed. I notice there's an optional packages option here. You've even got Hyper-V key value pair daemon, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good thing to include in this OS. There's Quemu, guest agent, and KVM tools. So we'll go for those. You might want to generally have a real thorough look about, you know, a real thorough look what's in these packages really. Take the time to do it. Honestly, I seriously recommend taking the time to do it, because you might find a lot of stuff that comes extremely useful. But I'm personally going to push on, so I'm going to click next. Let's hope this works. I'm just going to do a little organisation for my needs here. I'll just see if I think this is going to take long, and if I think it's going to take long, I'll pause the video. I'll just pause it anyway. Here we go. I thought it'd be rather cool to show you this, but it seems the installation is coming to a conclusion now. So, just waiting for the bootloader, obviously. Here we are. Right, let's click reboot. Let's just get rid of this here. There's some more setup here. Right, obviously we need to agree to the license, so we'll do that. Reconnecting your system. I would recommend you register. So yeah, register for software updates. So I'll just click forward here. Unbreakable Linux network. I don't actually have an account. I thought there might be an option to create an account. Let's just quickly go to oracle.com. Let's just quickly go to oracle.com. Let's see if you can create an account. Let's see if this gives you access to ULN. Sorry about the slow network. I'm currently on a mobile network at the moment, so due to financial limitations, let's have a look here. Actually, what we need might be in support. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at resources. Oh, here we are. Let's try Oracle Linux support. Ah, here we are. Let's have a quick look at this PDF. Should tell us how to join. This must be the link. linux.oracle.com. Here we are. So it's obvious what we're going to do. Excuse me a minute. Oh, I'll just have a quick skim through the it's not asking for my address, which I don't like, so that's good. Right, look at my funny email address. um, there we are. I won't bother looking through these at the minute. So, must contain at least one number, both lower and right, okay. That ought to do it. Right. So basically I have to go into my emails and click a link on a new email I get from them. So this is always a hassle. So go into your email. Right, here we are. Please verify your Oracle account. Please click on the following link to verify your account. This link is valid for 5 days. So just click this link here, basically. This one here, where it says account verification link. And see what happens. Right, takes you to the single sign-on page. So it should be alright, hopefully. We'll give it a go. Ah, I don't know why it said that. I seem to have... I can't imagine what I've done wrong. Perhaps you just put your first name in. Oh, what? This is pathetic. Hang on. I can't remember what was on the form now. Hang on a minute. Let's have a look here. I must have missed one of the fields. Oh, for God's sake. I do apologise for this Fleming network is useless. Oh gosh. Ah. Let's have a look at this a sec. Do you know, I just thought of something. Hang on a sec. Did I put a full stop here? Well, this is really strange. I do apologise for this, people. Seems like something wrong at their end. Please provide the URL of the page where you encountered the issue error. Do you know, I'm going to try my email. Well, how pathetically stupid. They tell you to put your name in, yeah, you've got to put your email in. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry about that, people. That is pathetic, that is. Absolutely pathetic. Your email address has been verified. You can continue to the page you viewed before registration, or you can view your Oracle account. Right, let's have a look here. See, it tells you put your username in. It doesn't even say a username field. It says last name and first name. That is just stupid. Totally stupid. Uh, Right. It appears you've got to put something called a CSI code as well. I'll see if this will work. Hang on. It don't hide. Oh, hang on. Let's try that. Right, let's have a look here. What is a valid CSI code? Oh, you've got to purchase a CSI code. Can I purchase... well, we'll have to forget this then, people. Sorry to waste your time. But we'll have to forget this bit. Because you have to purchase the CSI code and you can't... I don't even shop online, so... Right. Right. Just click forward there. Right, I'm going to create my username and my full name. Let's have a quick look at the advanced options. You can add user groups, users, I do not wish to do that. Automatically, let's ignore that for now. What's the add user options? Do you know, we'll just leave those on default. So, we'll just click forward here. Synchronize date and time over the network, that's what I'd prefer. Synchronize date and time. Network time protocol. Use local time source. Right. Click forward. Right, K-dump. K-dump is a kernel crash dumping mechanism. In the event of a system crash, K-dump will capture information from your system that can be invaluable in determining the cause of the crash. I personally would recommend this. That seems a suitable size to me. So we'll just click finish. Changing K-dump settings requires rebooting the system to reallocate memory accordingly. Would you like to continue with this change and reboot the system after first boot is complete? I recommend yes. The system must now reboot for some of your selections to take effect. Right. I hope this is not an overly long video. Here we are, login screen. Oh, I think I made a mistake. Excuse me. Yeah. Here we are. This is the desktop. So it's obviously successfully set up. As you can see, it's got to some extent some virtual machine integration. So let's see if the sound works. Yeah, the sound's working. Right, now I think this will be rather cool to look at. Let's have a look at some of the virtualization stuff on here. So let's just have a quick browse through the menus a minute. Right, now you've got Virtual Machine Manager here. Now this may not work because obviously it's already working under a hypervisor. So that hypervisor being VMware Workstation. So hopefully we'll get a hypervisor within a hypervisor, which would be rather cool. Taking a while to process here. may pause the video again. Would have been nice if it would give you a bit more idea of how long it might take. But then again, this is a very difficult process to do. So it would be hard to judge the amount of time it would take anyway. So yeah. Do you know, this seems to be taking a long while, so I'm going to call it a day for now, and I'm going to do a separate video to show you how I get on with the virtual machine manager of Oracle Linux Enterprise 64-bit. Okay, alright, so that's how to install Oracle Linux Enterprise 64-bit in VMware Workstation 9. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you for now. Okay, all right. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.